My name is Nerbet Mainza. I'm from Zambia and I work with Riverside Farm Institute. At Riverside Farm Institute, we are a self-supporting ministry under the Seventh-day Adventist Church. And what we basically do is we train people, especially young people, in different programs like evangelism, lifestyle education. We also train them an agricultural program called scientific gardening, and also we train them in tailoring. Then part of what we do, or mainly what we do, is that we grow bananas. We also grow seasonal wheat and seasonal soybeans to support what we do. We have employees that work there. We support the community as well, and also to assist with other ministries around the world that are under our organization. Our organization is actually under a ministry called Outpost Centers International. Yeah. And at Riverside Farm Institute, I lecture there, though I would like to say I am a training instructor because I am hands-on. I just don't talk. I'm not mostly in class. I practice principles of agriculture, especially gardening, because we haven't yet incorporated livestock and a few other entities to complete it as agriculture. Yeah, so my motivation to come was actually something that my boss, Craig Harding, whose vision is to improve the institute, the training programs there, to make them more realistic and practical to the people who we reach out to. Okay, because we are in Zambia, we are in Africa, we know what the economic situation is, and you want to meet people at their points of need and where they are. So for some reason, I don't know how he came across Foundations for Farming, but before he came across Foundations for Farming, he handed out some material to me called Farming God's Way. I took interest in it. I loved it. He said, I would like you to incorporate this in the program. So while I did take it on, there are a few principles like the composting is what I did incorporate, but I did not fully understand the organic side of it. And so a year later, he tells me, I want you to go to Foundations for Farming and do a training there. And I was excited about it because of the concepts I had learned from Farming God's Way. I did not know that Farming God's Way is actually under Foundations for Farming, or is Foundations for Farming now. So it's something that I was blessed to hear, that I was going to do something that is actually spiritually fueled. I am trained in agriculture, but I'm also a trained evangelist, and part of what we do as evangelists is to reach out to people. So what better way can you reach out to people than to minister through agriculture? Yeah, and so now that the training is about to come to a completion, I would say I am blessed beyond measure. The things that I have learned here, the things that I am seeing here. Okay, this is different from just talking about something theoretically. I look around the environment, the setup is in a natural setting. Organic is not just word here. Organic is action, and I appreciate that. I see that. The few days I've spent here and seen what has happened, I have a conviction that it will work. If it works for them, definitely I think it will work. Of course, I understand the principles of trying to reclaim your soils, trying to reclaim your ecosystem and things like that may take time, but I think it's a spiritual lesson altogether, that God wants us to weed out all the nonsense that we have done and the damage that we may have caused. So after I leave, I have a challenge. To me, this comes as a challenge to me from God, because freely it has been given. This has been given freely. The people here are so open, so loving, so I don't even know how to put it. It's freely given and freely received. I should also go go and do the same. On a personal level, I think I have to implement some of these practices and see for myself, to testify, to reach out to people, because I may not just speak it out. People should see it. So on a personal level, I'm trying to think of how I can incorporate some of these principles and concepts into my own life. And then on a professional level, of course, this information is going to reach out to the people that I will be working with, teaching and ministering to. So initially we were supposed to begin a program next year. Our programs at Riverside Farm Institute are 5 months, but we look forward to starting a program that's 1 year extended, okay? And there's already a layout of what is supposed to be taught and things like that. And now that I'm here, I'm thinking, I think we need to wait, because we need to review this material that I'm taking back, process it, and see how we can incorporate it, and see how best we can tailor fit it for our place, and how we can reach out to our people.